Hello and welcome to Monday. I'm not responsible for the Monday you've had, but hopefully I'll be helping you through the rest of your Monday uh, as you've recovered from whatever the week brings. I just have to make a note here. I may be called away suddenly. It might happen. I don't know, but I'm part of the zombie outbreak response team. And I may have to abruptly leave and run out and address any zombie outbreak. I'm not saying there will be one. I have no information, even though I am now part of the zombie outbreak response team. I don't have active information about a pending outbreak. But I bought this hat, and it came with a duty and an obligation that I take very seriously. It doesn't get me a discount on anything. It doesn't get me a parade. Nobody's going to laud my efforts and recognize my sacrifice. But it's not what I did it for. It's not why I did it. It's not why I signed up for the zombie outbreak response team. If you are on the team as well, then you know exactly what I'm dealing with. So I just wanted to get that out of the way in case I cut out and I leave. The Hellfire Club is an unrelated club. I think it's a Stranger Thing tie-in to a Peter Straub book, but I have no information on that either. Hello and welcome everybody who's here. I know Jesse's here. Jesse, R.A. Robert, Zach, Einar, Jason, Joshua, Patty, wellness check, Christopher, good to see you. David, nice to see you. Which side am I on the zombie outbreak response team? I'm just supposed to respond. And sometimes that can take the form of me playing Resident Evil or Dying Light. There are many ways I can respond to a zombie outbreak. Number one's here. Good to see you. Before anyone says anything, my English took a dive into a rather strong gin and tonic. So if you can't understand what I'm trying to say, that is why. Hello, Einar. We understand you. Producer Jill would like a gin and tonic. While that's, the lemon drop the one week, gin and tonic this week. She's here for that. Was in Albany, New York the other day and saw they were selling the Stand short stories almost 2 weeks early. The stories are good so far. Wow. Yeah, that The End of the World as we know it is out. It's been pimped by Cemetery Dance. If it hasn't been pimped by Cemetery Dance, is it even a Stephen King thing? I don't think you can call it a Stephen King thing. But yeah, I'm getting a signed copy from Murder by the Book. In where is that? In Texas, Tejas, and Bev Vincent and Joe Lansdale are there to do a book signing. And so I'm also getting the Hatchet Girls signed by Joe Lansdale. I'm ringless. That ain't cool. Bam. Bam. You got to make the sounds, otherwise the rings don't stay on. And so I'm looking forward to getting that signed copy. I wasn't going to get it because I was protesting that Philip Fracassi wasn't in it. He should be in it. Brian Keane, get the out. Bye. Oh, my nose is itchy. It's going to be one of those, for a while anyway. Oh. So, but Malfi's in it. Mallerman's in it. Lansdale's in it. I don't know who else is in it. The Chiz is in it, but he can Jeff off. And I don't recall the other authors, but it looks like a nice book. It's a chonker, and I like the title treatment. I don't know what it is about it. I think they did a good job. Producer Jill will tell me I'm wrong, but she might even like it. The End of the World as we know it. I didn't plug it here on this channel at all because I was salty about, Glenn Danzig, Horrors Glenn Danzig. What's his name again? Gabino. Yeah. Yeah, I was a little salty. That's okay. So, number one, yes, greetings and salutations, friends and fiends. I like that addition, Stephen Wayne Allison Jr. I like that. What's up, Alan? Good to see you. Jim, nice to see you here. Zombies are for real. Adult pacifiers being a new fad. Oh, that's not new. I think producer Jill, when she was in high school, the kids were walking around with pacifiers. Remember? You told me about it. Some of the people had pacifiers. They would have binkies. But those were high school students. They're practically babies. I need this. Okay? The Duff Bucket. Let's check in with. What have you got for me today, this Monday? Magic Duff Bucket. Okay, you got me a wiseacre. Got to get up to get down. No shocker. They're not a sponsor of the channel. It's the beer you have. When you want to have a beer, you got to have the beer you have, you know. Who else is here? What's up, Alexia? Good to see you, everybody. Got me a Tyler Jones chappie today. Oh, did you? Okie dokie, folkies. I'm here and ready to talk books. Me also, Christopher. Well, we're going to get into that then, I guess. This is a chappie for this chap. This is if you support Brian James Freeman. If you support Tyler Jones on his Patreon, you would have gotten this. And it says clearly do not bend, and they bent the shit out of it. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Go to the war? Go to the war with the United States? Good luck. So let's see what came in my chappie bag. So let's see, make sure I got everything out. You know how embarrassing it is when you, The House of the Horse by TJ. TJ, he lets I'm JT, he's TJ. When we see each other, that's how we greet each other. What's up, JT? What's up, TJ? And then it's okay to share pacifiers. You could do that. All right, so I took it out, and here it is. Patreon Chapbook 2. And it craps out book plates. It's a special feature. It defecates the book plates. So it is a chappie. I have number 23. It is signed by Tyler Jones. And it's crazy. There are only 57 of these made. And House of the Horse. Tyler Jones is so awesome, man. Great guy. And it came with a Midas book plate signed in gold because it's Midas. And oh, shoot. And then it came with also this, the Longsight M40, which these both are available from Lethe. They're both pre-order. Well, Midas is actually out now, and I got it. Here it is, Midas, the paperback, with Ben Baldwin art on the cover, I do believe. And there is some art inside. Whether you believe it or not, it's there, you know. There's nothing you could do about it now. It's already inside. Fantastic book. This and Heavy Oceans were the first things I've read by Tyler Jones, and he never disappoints. Always great stuff from Tyler Jones. And I appreciate that consistency, consistent excellence in horror fiction. So you have the Longsight and the Midas. Now, I will say this is a very nice marketing or technical ploy on our man Jones's part, because he's getting you Midas, he's getting you a Midas and a Longsight book plate. It's going to look awfully stupid if you don't own one or both of these books, right? You're going to have the book plate, but you're not going to have the book. So he's boosting sales. You know what I'm saying? He's boosting sales because now you need it, whether you're going to get it or not. But if you're on his Patreon, chances are, I mean, you're getting it. So Midas with the blurb, with the Fracassi blurb. This is a story I won't soon forget. And then the chapbook. So yes, Tyler Jones, man, great stuff. And it's been a minute since I've read Tyler Jones, and it's been a long minute because I want to read him as soon as possible. I want to reread Night of Long Nights, but I'm reading a book right now. That sounded weird. I'm doing it. Okay. I'm reading a book right now. It's an advanced book. So it's an advanced reader's copy. It's not advanced in intellectual, like you need an advanced degree to read it. Trust me, I'm reading a book right now. And it's a chonker. So I'm going through it. And when I'm done with it, I'll read something else. That's usually how it works. Man, do I need a sip. I need to bail myself out. Oh, good stuff. Hey, Mike's here. Good to see you, Mike. Oh, Jill. Zach just had some wasabi martinis. I don't think Jill would like that. I'd be there for that, Zach. I'd be there for the wasabi martini. Yeah, she would try it, but she'd make a face, and then that would be the end of that. But I would have the wasabi. Oh, for sure. It sounds awesome. Patty got her chappy too. Good. Mike, you are not late. Mine was all bent as well. Was kind of pissed. I know. Well, the good thing is it was bent, but not where it counted. Not like it was bent over here. So I was okay. It was okay. The House of the Horse. I got to read it. You know what? Sometimes looking at your shelves is like, it's amazing because you're like, man, I got it. Man, look at that collection. That's pretty awesome. And then you look at it and you really look at it. And you're like, God damn, there's so many books I just want to jump into right now. I want to reread. I want to rediscover time. Like their Butcher Boy sequel, The Big Yaru. It's not really a sequel. It's just following. But what is a sequel, right? It's following Francie Brady into adulthood. It's catching up with him 30, 20 years later, something like that. But what could you call a sequel? Like Dr. Sleep was considered a sequel to The Shining because it follows Danny Torrance around in his life as a euthanasia expert. And it's kind of weird because I guess technically, but it didn't feel like it's like hey, let's check in with Danny now. I guess it is a sequel. And Stephen King is writing Talisman 3. I'm really excited for that. I mean that's true. The only thing that can get me more excited than a sequel to, the part 3 of the Talisman would be a Dark Tower book, another Dark Tower. The Talisman was like among my favorite King books. Jack Sawyer, The Territories, Wolf. Such a great book. I don't even remember Black House. So I'm going to have to reread both those books ahead of the third Talisman. But the thing is, I know the third Talisman is going to suck. I know it. It's not going to be the thing that it is in my brain. You know what I mean? It's like I have such high hopes, such a beloved memory of that story, and there's no way Stephen King, even on his prime, could pull it off. What I want. Maybe he could. I don't know. Mine was wide open. Stickiness didn't work. Oh no. That cover turned out a little darker than the preview Tyler had shown us. Not a high deal, but not a huge deal, but still. Shit, I need to check my mailbox. I don't think those go through informed delivery. No, they don't, Jesse. It kind of popped up. I don't check my mail unless I know there's books in there. Yeah, Jesse, you better get over there. You probably have it. Jason, good to see you. Brandon, good to see you. Got mine. Chapbook was protected in a box. Jeff will be blown away. I know. Good evening, Lance. Wait, he's still alive and free? Man, you probably responded to something I said. I don't even know who I am anymore. Those chapbooks are great, but compared to Rapture's format, you see what a chapbook premium version can be. Look at that little plug for Rapture. There was a Talisman too. Is that Black House? Yeah, Black House. That was 2. In my opinion, humble opinion at that, trilogies and series that pick up where one left off are different than a sequel. A sequel can have a different story, but same characters. Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, it isn't a series, but it is a sequential volume in a story of Danny's life. The Shining was him as a kid. Now Dr. Sleep is him as an adult. And I don't know. I kind of dinged it in my Stephen King tier list, Dr. Sleep. I just don't hold it in that high of a regard. Do you think Talisman 3 will be a Dark Tower book in its own way? I think so. I mean, the Talisman depends on flipping between worlds and the twinner thing. In some ways, it's about flipping into parallel realities, different universes. But in others, it's like it's just not the same vibe as I guess if there's a part of the mythos, the mythology of Roland and the gunslingers that allow them to transport, and they kind of do with the drawing of the 3, where he literally walks through doors into into people's heads. It's like with Dark Tower, Midworld is like a Dolly painting. It's not real. It's not like a fully formed world. It's sort of scar tissue. And then you got random doors on a beach where he walks up to him, seeing, through Susanna's eyes and Jake and, Eddie. And it just doesn't, I don't know. There's just a difference between Jack Sawyer flipping to the territory. Man, if you've not read the Talisman, I'm going to have to reread that very, very soon. Got mine with Midas and Signwinder. Oh, nice. The protagonist from Butcher Boy, Knucklehead. The protagonist, Traveling Jack. Yeah, I think, yeah, he must be Stephen Dwight Elson Jr. because there's going to be a 3rd book. It's got to have Jack Sawyer. I think so. Black House Otter much ebbed on the Dark Tower stuff. I don't want to give away the ending. Twinning. Sorry, driving. Bunch of typos. What's up, Mitch? Yo, what's going on? Good to see you. He's greeting people like he's one of the good fellas going to his reserve table. Mitch is. I'm surprised Thunderstorm didn't do 1 volume and combine both. I'm glad they didn't, honestly, Jason. I'm glad they didn't. I'm glad they did the 2 volumes. And I'm going to talk about that. We're going to talk. We're going to look. We're going to talk and look. How is 3rd Talisman going to be without Peter Straub? I'd imagine they did some groundwork. They agreed on some chapters. They agreed on some general direction. There was probably communication back and forth. And as long as he doesn't write it with Chismar, I'll be golden. you will see me. Well, if I see, I will lose my shit if Chismar writes Straub's part. Chis, whatever. I was going to say something bad, but then I didn't realize. Whatever. I need reset right now because that fried my brain. Seriously, just even considering the possibility that King would co-author another book, especially one as beloved to me as The Talisman. Now, I remember when I first read Stephen King, there was a series, and you'll see in a video that I have coming up soon. The first one I read was The Shining. This one right here, this movie tie-in version, was the very first Stephen King book I've ever read. And this is the exact one my mom bought for me for $0.25 at a garage sale. And it was her way of saying The Shining, the book, is better than the movie. And when I was a little kid, I wrote Jeff Terry's Property. And because it's like I'm a little bit dyslexic the way I write, the way sometimes I write, I forgot the R. So I wrote Jeff Terry's Property. Then I put the R in there because I had to let the world know you're not going to mess around with this book. So I first read this, and then right after this, I read Pet Sematary, then Thinner. I know that. I mean, I know that's like burned in my brain, that reading order. So this, Pet Sematary, Thinner, Night Shift, and The Talisman were all the books. Talisman was out in paperback. All of those were leading me up to the first edition of It. So this is the first, when I was a constant reader, a newly minted constant reader, this was the first hardcover to ever come out after I started reading King for the first time. So leading up, so I probably started reading King in 85. And then this came out. And it was the first hardcover I ever, and this is the actual one I got from my aunt for Christmas. And yeah. So that was and the Talisman was like huge for me. Huge. I just loved it. And The Stand, I read the abridged version of The Stand. I basically devoured everything from King. And then once It came out, I started getting all of the hardcovers the day they were published and read them immediately. Couldn't get enough. Talisman had to be my least favorite King book. Oh, that hurts. Ugh, you're conflating my statements. Those are two separate lines of thought. I know. You have to bear with me. By the way, we doing fantasy football again? Yes, Jason. I'm sorry. I seriously dropped the ball. Look for in your email, whatever. I activated the league again. You should be able to get it. I will set a draft date, and I will fill those last 2 spots. I want 10 teams. I will open it up to Patreon. The first people to contact me on Patreon, once I post the post, can get those 2 spots. So look for that post if you're on Patreon. Yes, so I've totally flubbed it. And I know we're getting right down to the wire for fantasy football. The football season's about to kick off. So yes. Some stuff has happened, and it's kind of thrown me for a loop. So, yeah. Yes. I need to read Black House, though. Yeah, you might like that better. I don't know. When does the season start? I still don't watch. It's like the first week of September, right after the week after Labor Day, maybe, or it's right around September 10th, I think. Just got home. Time to crap open a Jeff Ford stout. I'm so goddamn jealous. Are you going to use a Sharpie and cross off the blurb Chiz has on the cover of Autumn Springs? Don't kill me. No. I can't do that. Chismar can't even be able to cup Straub's balls on a good day. No, Popperty. If Chismar wrote Straub's part, I think Straub would come back from the dead and kick both their asses. Yeah. I think my first King hardcover was Needful Things. Yeah, it was Needful Things, Tommyknockers, all those books when they first came out in hardcover. I was just on a roll. And then when he said he was going to retire, I almost died. I'm so stoked to win the fantasy league again. Yeah. I devoured everything King until I was soured by Fairy Tale. Really? That long? Well, you weren't soured by Billy Summers or The Institute or any of the other stuff? I kind of got soured by Holly. I'm so stoked for the Rapture Lutsky, Mitch. Dolores Claiborne is one of my favorite King books. Wow. I might be alone in this, but I haven't enjoyed a King book since Dolores Claiborne. I've read a lot of them, but not really enjoyed them. I love Gerald's Game, and that's the other Eclipse book. So there's Dolores Claiborne and Gerald's Game were both during that time or whatever. And Dolores Claiborne was a great read, but a little too serious for my brain at the time. I think that's why I kind of like. Producer Jill liked Dolores Claiborne. Just basically any opinion I have, pick the opposite, then you know what producer Jill's thinking. But it was just so like, man, it was satisfying. It was like, yes, it was a great book on its own. Revival is a favorite of mine. Shut up, Jeff. Oh, Revival. I don't know what it was about it because I love the ending of Revival, but I hated everything else. I also hated, oh my God, I don't want to be that guy. I really don't. The world is kind of forcing people to be that guy, though. But Revival, you get a great look at King's racism in Revival. You do. It's brilliant. The way he writes black characters and the way he sees black characters is oh, I don't want to be that guy. I'm not going to be that guy. I finished sewing them all. I'm working on packing the numbered books right now. I got to get all the DJs done after I send some books out. Nice. Get it going, man. Gerald's Game gave me anxiety. Well, that's the point. She's handcuffed to a bed, and I'm not spoiling anything. This is the book. This woman's handcuffed to her bed, and her husband has a heart attack, and he's dead on the floor. And they're in a vacation house where it's like, the boys of summer, nobody on the road, nobody on the beach. You could feel it in the air. Summer's out of reach. Empty lake, empty streets. The sun goes down alone. I drive by your house. Oh, no, you're not home. So this whole lake town is empty. Nobody knows they're there. They just did a quick weekend getaway, and she's handcuffed to a bed with like no hopes of rescue. And there's like a nut bag in the area. Oh, and there's a dog involved. There's a dog. It's a great story, but it's one setting, and King writes it masterfully. Your fleas should not be your masters. So it's a really, I think, an underrated King book. And the Netflix movie by Mike Flanagan did it justice. That was a great movie. He did some liberties, he did some different things, but I think the decisions he made still respected the initial book, the source material, and he just did a great job, man. He knocked it out. We need to have a traveling trophy book or something, inscribe the winner on the cover, something hokey like Becoming the Boogeyman. Jason, that is a great idea. That is a great idea. We're going to do that. We got to adopt that. Remind me if I forget. And guess what? I will forget. But yes, love that idea, Jason. I heard great things about Revival, and it was okay. Are you saying PJ is the president of GJYS fan club? Maybe. No, see the funny thing, the difference on where she zigs when I zag at Chismar, she zigs and says I'm not hard enough on the guy. I'm too soft on Chismar. That's where she diverges from my opinion. She's like, "Oh, you pull punches. That guy is a real piece of shit. You should go further." I really like that one as well. Nothing after that really jived with me, so it stands out as a favorite because of that, I think. I drenched on after the bore of Billy Summers and the terrible Hodges trilogy conclusion. I won't read Holly because of all that stupid Miller virus BS. I'm done with him. Never defending racism, but it's a grain of salt thing for me. When someone is very old, they live through different experiences and their family leaves lasting impressions on their mind and POV. Yeah. Yes. Yes. It is. Yes. I do that. But as someone who is a man of letters and the arts and intellectual, and who got on his high horse to yell at everybody that didn't like Elba cast as Roland Deschain, he needs to take several seats, and that's the problem when people start canceling other people. No one is perfect, and you could say his mistakes are honest mistakes, but it's problematic, and it is really cringy. The character of Jerome in the Hodges trilogy is really cringy. It's like, oh, it's like that one uncle who, if you brought a Latino friend to the house who doesn't speak a word of Spanish, this friend of yours never spoke a word of Spanish, but you got that one uncle who tries to speak Spanish to your Latino friend, and it's just like, oh, I wish you wouldn't. That's just it's just a tone deaf thing, man. It's like, dude, that's just really uncomfortable. It's cringy. It's really awful. And that's kind of how Stephen King is with black characters. And it's just not cool. I just reread all the classic King books. I wish I could. As far as the 2010s go, Revival is up there after maybe Joyland. I adored Joyland. I loved it so much. I didn't read later. I need to read later. I'll do it later. Get me my inscribed book, Jeff. I would have to. So how would we do that? I would send you the book, then you'd have to send it to the next winner. What do we do? How do we all sign it? Like, we got to set it up. We'll chat. We'll all chat. I'm old enough to allow leeway for outdated thinking from outdated people and outdated places. I just don't share their thinking. That's fine. I stopped reading King after Needful Things and didn't start up again until The Cell, and then got a few of his short story collections. And Dr. Sleep. I love Cell too. That's an unpopular opinion, but I loved Cell. I agree with your producer, Jeff. You are indeed too soft on Chismar. Anyone know which presses are going to pass tariffs on to us? I have a few books coming out from outside the U.S. I don't know. Nah, that's lazy. Get a signed. Hold on. Get a signed Booger Man by Chiz, and then the winners add their names every year. Okay. I'll figure it out. We'll get something going. It'll be nice. It'll be a nice book. Maybe it'll be a fracasse. It's classy and something we like. Maybe. And if Philip's in the league and he wins, he signs it. Anyway, later has Ritual of Chud Lutsky in it. Really? Excellent. Chud Lutsky. I read the first 50 pages of Billy Summers, shelved it, and haven't read or purchased a King book since. Damn, I might have 1 or 6 in a box somewhere. I'm wondering about the tariffs too. I thought books were going to be exempt, at least the ones from Canada. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I don't know how to help. I wish I could help. But what we had a bunch of stuff to talk about actually. Actually, we were going to discuss. Uh-oh. We were going to discuss this, right? Yes. So this is the egotist. I keep saying egotist and then egotist, and then I just overpronounce it. And Don't Let Them Go Down. 2 early Fracassi novels, and I adore Don't Let Them Get You Down. It is like one of my favorite books. Yeah, I read it going through a rough time, and it really felt like, okay. The more I'm thinking about it, maybe it 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 actually made me feel less alone. Like somebody else knows what it's like to go through this stuff. Totally different endings, but somebody else gets it, and I felt like, wow. In some ways, it was really kind of scary, and I had to really just slowly read, just sip it. Just like the book I'm reading now, I think I've said this before. It started out really hard for me to read, and then I got through it, and then I'm like, wow, what was I even bothered by? But it's funny how that sort of resolved itself. But Don't Let Them Get You Down took me out for a little while. It took me out. And when I got back into it, I'm just like, this is a brilliant book. And I'm way overdue for a reread of it, just like everything else. And I've never read The Egotist, and I want to. It's great art. I am partial to Stephanie's art, special lady wife. And I think this is a set I had to get. Now, I don't know how many it'll sell, but the first 3 Fracassi collections were limited to 208. The collection of novellas sold 332. Hans Curtis updated everybody on Facebook. So thank you, Hans. I wish you were here, but 332 copies sold of For to Die For. And now this is out, and the pre-order is going to determine the print run, just like For to Die For. Die For anymore, but you recommend it. The tricky thing is, I don't know if I recommend it to everybody. Like it is, and it's a departure from Fracassi's other work. So you're going into the deep end of the human condition, and it's not going to have time travel. It's not going to have a possessed desk. It's very different, and amazing. And I got to read The Egotist. I'm an asshole for not reading that yet, because I have the Zagava edition. So then there is also, but this again is gone. For to Die For. If you missed out on it, that's a shame, because it's going to be one, and there's only 332 copies. I think this is a book people are going to be hunting for more so than a lot of other Fracassi books, because I guess Overpass could come out as its own standalone down the line, and then maybe this won't be such a grail. I just have a feeling. Because The Egotist, Don't Let Them Get You Down, No One Is Safe, Behold the Void, Beneath the Pale Sky, those were all published before. There are other editions that you can get. For to Die For is fresh baked. And so I think I'd love to see more of that with Paul Goblersch and Philip. That'd be nice, because I think that would be cool. And I love the way the set's going to look. I thought books were going to be, oh, wait. Nope. I need to order those 2 books. So, yes, you have until September 2nd. You got the rest of the month. I got to see if Camelot is getting these. They have my matching they have my matching numbers for Fracassi Thunderstorm. Oh, well, I'm sure they'll get it then. Need to read The Egotist. Yeah. Isn't the tariff something that happens when the packages enter the U.S.? Can the different publisher actually do anything about that? It's not something they can pay for, is it? I don't know. I think Stephanie prefers equestrian. Yes, she probably does. She's an equestrian. Don't let them get you down is so damn good. Yeah. Overpass as a rapture. Look at that. Mike's making demands, and you can't tell Mike no. Good luck. Good luck, Mitch. I was initially turned off from Kin due to the book's content. If I had not read it, I would have never appreciated the best character introduction that was Mama in bed. Yes, read The Egotist. Yes, Camelot is getting them if you order the last one you have rights. What's up, Scully? Good to see you. Cheers, Scully. Cheers. Get something frosty and tasty. Unlike me. Camelot will be getting them. Yeah. Yes, character development in Kin is outstanding. Yes. I mean, absolutely. Uh-oh. Oh, man. Oh, my God. Oh, anyway, I just looked at something I got in Messenger, and I'm like, God damn it, that's awesome, but I can't talk about it. So I'm kind of a tease, just a tease. I would love to publish something else from Fracassi. You are a Mitch. You are a Mitch. You sneaky little Mitch. So we did the Chappie. We did that. We did this. We did Midas. Now I want to pull something up here for our friend. I can't show you that because they put. I was going to show you on Crystal Lake Publishing site this book, but I can't because they have like add to cart. It's like the order form, but it has the last 4 digits of my credit card already pre-populated into it. I can't broadcast that. I mean, maybe my face would cover it. Let me see. Do I risk it? Do I risk it for a biscuit? No, it won't. My face won't cover it. God damn it. So now I got to show it to you here. Which is fine. It's fine. We're all, Okay. So this is for our boy Mike, who is a West Virginia native and Nick Roberts bro. And this book came out. It's a numbered limited edition from our friends at Crystal Lake Publishing. So I don't know if you've ordered much from Crystal Lake or whatever, what have you, but you can get this limited edition. It's a signed limited edition hardcover. They say hardback, but I don't like that. You like this little dove ad over here? It's a little bonus, little dove ad. So you see how, my face is here, and it wouldn't have covered up. My credit card info is right here. Like, what the hell? Anyway, you can get this. It's The Exorcist's House. The Exorcist's House. Resurrection. He put in resurrection because there weren't enough S sounds in Exorcist's House. Resurrection. So, anyway, if you're into that thing, I think they're only like, how many copies? 300, 400? I don't know. Next Rapture announcement coming this week, BT Dubs. You guys need to get on the Twisted Retreat subscription right now while you can. The book only boxes are available right now, less than 50 though, so get the hell on it. You won't regret. Yes, I have that ordered and I've read it and it's absolutely amazing. It's the third and final installment. It's based on pre-orders. Oh, okay. So anyway, that's what that is. I just thought I'd bring it to y'all's attention. You could pre-order it from Crystal Lake Publishing. I would click on it and I would show it to you. But then you got my credit card information and then maybe you'll improve my credit score. I don't know, but it's not going to work out well for me. And why should we get on that Twisted Retreat thing subscription? Only 50 boxes left. What? Okay, so what's up? What's up with that? I got an email from them today. Let me see. What did they say? Did they spill any tea on anything? Twisted Retreat, August sneak peek. Click here for the full box. It's still secret, Jeff, but those folks here will need on it. So is that the only way to get this upcoming book? Or could it sell out? Like what's the danger? What are we getting at? I'm looking. I'm going to dog this out because I subscribe to the book only. For the first book, we have a full-length novel with there is foiling. Book 1 hints. Okay, I don't get it. The second book, creepy novella. Book 3. Book 4. What the hell? Huh. Okay, so I don't even know what's going on. So what do you recommend, Mike? We subscribe now. We get the book for this. What are you doing? So it is. There are lots of people joining the wait list. Add your email. It's a wait list, dude. I'm joining a wait list. Congratulations, you're on the wait list. I just got an email. I'm on the wait list. You got me spooked, man. Now you're mashing that FOMO on me. Who is the author who recently publicly slammed Chismar for not paying? Was that Kiesling? Yes. Whoever it was, hope he's on the Rapture lineup soon. Yeah, it was Todd Kiesling. So yeah, that would be someone to score, Mitch. That's true. That is a good true. It's still secret. Yeah. I haven't talked to him yet, but I'd love to publish one of his stories. Waitlist for what? For Twisted Retreat, book only. Because here's the thing. I've bought books from Twisted Retreat. And you can get Every House is Haunted from Ian Rogers. They had Wrecked. Where's Wrecked? Is that gone? Did that sell out? Oh, I missed it. But if something's in the book only situation, what is this? Twisted Retreat monthly box for $52? I don't get it. I don't get this. The subscription thing kind of loses me. I love Nocturnal Readers Box. They had books. Sometimes they were signed and they were all that extra stuff was okay. But it was always interesting. And how that played out is how that played out. And accusations about licensing stuff I'm not here to relitigate. And then I was on Nightworms, but Nightworms couldn't send a package through the goddamn mail without damaging the books. So I would get books from them. They'd come with book plates and they'd always be damaged. The Mailer Maniacs box was awesome. And it had a lot of Mailerman stuff in it that I still cherish to this very day. But I just couldn't do it anymore. So whenever I look at these subscription boxes, I'm like, do you have a book I want or don't you? You got to subscribe. Okay, what if I subscribe now? Will I get that book? And then after I get that book, can I cancel? Like, I do happen to know there is a book from Twisted Retreat that I'm going to absolutely want. And I think that's what Mike's getting at. So I'm going to need it and I'm going to need to have access to it. And I just need to know how that happens. I'm not applying for a loan. I'm not going to graduate school. I'm trying to do some commerce here. And everybody's like coy and hiding the info. I don't want you to hide the info. I want to make a purchase. And that whole, you don't need to know what it is until you get it is like, yes, that's Christmas. That's my birthday. That's when people buy me things and I don't know about it. That's fine. It's a whole different vibe. But I got no space and no money to be playing Russian roulette with a box to open it up and just get shot in the face. And I like what Twisted Retreat does. I do have Every House is Haunted. I was going to get Wrecked, but that looks like it's gone. There is another book I'm going to need. And I had Broken Bindings Tier 1 for a day until I get kicked off. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, yeah, sub to their monthly box, but no, the book only. Why am I paying an extra $24? Twisted Retreat couldn't get a book to Norway without damage to save their life. Now they have stopped sending the books here. Ugh. The book only is what's available. Did you get a chance to read any Ted E. Grau yet? Yes, Jeff. May not be able to buy that book if you're not on the train, so to speak. So I just got on their wait list. Does that mean I'm going to be able to get on the sub list? Oh, I can't do this. It's so much stress. Does it come with an Ativan? Like, can I get, like, am I going to, I need a Valium. I avoid subscriptions because I don't want every book that they sell, especially with a big collection. Yeah. Twisted will reveal titles on their Facebook before they send them out. Ian Rogers' book was a special reprint. Not every book is reprinted or available without a sub. And yes, you can cancel at any time. Okay. Isn't the August book The Bone Drenched Woods? I thought I saw some, like, I do see sometimes they reveal the book and I just want the book. I just want the book. I don't want the Advent box. You are now on the Twisted Retreat wait list. Keep an eye on your inbox. We will send you an email when you are activated. You'll receive our book of the month. No frills or extra thrills, but all the devious delights of our horrifying book feature. All right. I want to be horrified. So maybe is it like I was already wearing tight pants? I just did not activate them. Okay. Okay. You are currently on the wait list for Twisted Retreat. We will email you when you are eligible to purchase the product. Once you are invited, please check the website for which box we are currently open for. Well, isn't the point to be there and be ahead of this book? I mean, like it's almost incidental at this point. Like, I don't care. I just want to guarantee this copy of this book. So we're gonna see. Yeah, I was kind of hoping it would be like, is Wrecked gone? Did Gonzalez book go? Because I was kind of interested in that. Isn't the August book okay? The Bone Drenched Woods. I know, and they had like a reveal somewhere before, and I'm trying to see. Okay, I did previously get on the wait list for Every House is Haunted, so that worked out nice. And a very merry announcement. Then they're doing 10-day Advent box. What the hell is it? 10? So I'm getting into it now. 10 Days of Terror is now live and available for everyone. We cleared the wait list and are open for pre-order. So wow, are there only 4 books? You can grab the Advent box. How much is the Advent box? $140, 10 Days of Terror. And you can pick, you got a shirt. It's a 10-day horror themed Advent box featuring a mix of exclusive signed books and swag. Okay. So you get 4 books and you get 6 things. Boxes are expected to ship between December 1st and December 10th. That's interesting. That's interesting. I think if this was another time of my life, $140 for this little adventure would be very cool. And Twisted Retreat, I am a big influencer in the book space. I can't say that with a straight face. So if you wanted to send me this 10 Days of Terror Advent box, I'd be happy to give you 10 videos. See? And then you're like, wow, Twisted Retreat gets 10 commercials. I realize I can also damage a brand. I understand that. Look what I've done to poor Mitch. But there's a chance one of them could be a good video. It's an outside chance. Stranger things have happened. You might be able to get something out of it. So anybody knows Twisted Retreat, tell them I'm a big time. I'm not as big as Zach's books, pretty much. So what month's book are we FOMOing? Yeah, that's the other thing. What month is it? Is it the very next one, or do I got to pay $27 to then pay another $27? Which, let's be honest, as a SUNTUP train passenger, $27 is like a lemon drop martini. You know what I mean? They have Wrecked for sale. Really? Okay. Zach, it's a secret, I think. If you like an author that rhymes with oh, Mitch, you are incorrigible, Mitch. Zachary, if you like an author that rhymes with Kilip Bracassi, you'll want to keep an eye on them. Especially don't need swag like candles, especially candles not infused with souls. Candles are, yeah, poison, air poison. I don't want to say that because there are lovely people who do lovely candles. Oh, yeah, you might wonder why I'm doing that because I'm just looking for the vein. Oh, just saw the Patreon. So if I get that $50 monthly box, I'll get rights to the October one. I think it's just $27. Could somebody answer Zach's question though? Because it's also my question. October, I believe. It's the October one. You don't need the $50 monthly box, right? You just get the you just get the you just could get the book only, right? So you just have to do the $27 one and get the book only. Will this book be in the 10 Days of Terror box? Those are 4 books. Are they 4 different books? Here's the thing. I would pay $140 for this one book. Book only box is available right now. I got on the wait list for it. You guys are giving me the terrors. You guys are giving me the terrors. I'm really scared right now. I'm really afraid. Let's go to Twisted Retreat. Let me just go to the site. I don't know why I'm really scared right now. What am I doing? Okay. All right. Walk me through this, Mike. Just walk me through this Twisted Retreat thing. Here I am. Look at it. Oh, look at this site. Oh, folk horror. Yes. Get twisted. I am twisted. What can you expect in our boxes? This stuff. Get twisted. How it works. Choose one of those. They're asking me to get twisted again. All right. So I'm going to go get twisted. There we go. Now, book only. Monthly box. Oh, wait. So do I got to do the monthly box? Is that what I got to do? Monthly. Okay. Oh, no, but I could do the book only, right? Book only. Book only, Twisted Retreat, $27.99. Book only. There, I clicked on it. And you have to go on a wait list. You are now on the Twisted Retreat wait list because there was a button here and I went on the wait list. So, goddamn, if I'm not going to be able to get on this thing and get this book, I will riot. I will lose my absolute shit if I can't get this book. It'll be war. I will channel all my Dalton training and I'll be like, it is time to not be nice if I can't get this book. So I guess I'm just on the wait list. And then you know what? The universe is like, you don't deserve it, Jeff. You're not getting on. Or the universe is going to say, Jeff, you know what? You should get this. And we're going to let you get this one. So, but also I'll still be happy if all of you guys, my little babies, also get it. That's true. You did the intro for Mitch's first book. I'm I'm playing. It was a great. I don't remember what you were responding to, Jason, but yes, thank you. Oh yeah, I ruined his brand. Yes, I did, and that was a curse, and he somehow overcame it. So we're happy that he overcame that curse. What's up, Chad Lutsky? Good to see you. The Ritual of Chud Lutsky. Book only box is available right now. No, it's not. I went to it. I hope you saw it. Oh shit, as of my last email, the monthly box is all that's available. The book only is now gone. I know there was less than 50 available this afternoon. Damn it. If you sign up for the monthly box that isn't book only, you can still sign up. Damn it. You guys, man, you're killing me. What do I do? Monthly box. Oh, man. Okay. Okay. So the book only's gone. What can we do? You know, what can you do? Damn. Okay. Okay. We'll figure this out. I just went the $52 box. I'll cancel after October. Yeah. Damn, Jeff just said peace out. Did I? I don't even know. I'm gonna have to watch this on the replay. I have not been called away. So the zombie outbreak. I just realized someone, and I gotta say, guys and gals, not to be, misgendering folks, but this is the best hat I've ever purchased. Hands down, my absolute favorite hat. You know, look what it's sparing us this Doc Brown hair. Look at that. That is pretty wild. Now that's probably going to be the thumbnail to the video. Isn't that funny? What do we got? We got to line it up. We got to get it. Ooh, just right. Make it right. Make it tight. You know. Chad, did you hear back from Paul, or did you try emailing him? Never bothered getting back with me, and I'm not one to beg. I'll take the hint. I guarantee that was not. I forgot to follow. I'm dropping, man. Okay. Jeff, you did say you'd spend 140 for that book. 2 months would be 104. Put your money where your mouth is. See, this is why talking into a microphone while you live stream is dangerous. It is dangerous because you go on record, and the things that you say because of alcohol become permanent. Yeah, you got to buy the $52 one. This is going to be a big book. So, offer still stands for that 10 days and vent thing if they want to do it. They could still hit me up. Tell Twisted Retreat, message them, say, yeah, I'd like to see your product. And I watched this guy on YouTube, and maybe if you shared it with him and he could show it with us, I'd be convinced. No, he is not paying me. Right, the full box is available. That's what we've been on for 6 months or so. Oh, Mike's been dogging him. Yeah, Jesse, it's a $52 one. We're gonna sell out the full box tonight. Word, Jeff. I'm on my 3rd gin and tonic right now, and I wouldn't trust me with a mic either. It's a famously bad. I'm surprised more celebrities don't get canceled. All right. So, this book is a must buy. You guys ready? Oh, this is a must buy. I just learned about this today, and it's a trade edition, but it's not signed. It's a trade edition, but damn, do we got to get it. Look at that. City Hall by Bentley Little. I will say it looks good because the cover was done by Keelan Patrick Burke. I don't know what else to do. City Hall by Bentley Little, from the worst publisher in the game. Chad knows. Chad, I'll reach out. I'm going to reach out to Paul for you. Not, I can't imagine. Here's the thing. I know it's not that your stuff wouldn't be a good fit at Earthling. I know that. It's not at all the case. It would be a great home there. Oh my God. And I know, Mitch, can you reach out? Can you go run some interference here? You and Paul Miller are tight, and so reach out maybe, and you could say, hey man, Chad sold so many chappies. Boom. People are coming for him. He gets hyped on the Jeff word all the time because Jeff word loves his stuff. Dudes. Oh, it has to be Paul was busy, didn't see the email. It has to be just a lag in communication. That's all. Because it's definitely not something that is not a good fit. You'd be a great fit at Earthling. Perfect. So, I just got here. What box? Twisted Retreat, Jay Stones. Twisted Retreat. Go there. You are in the UK, right? Jay Stones, I think, if I recall. Or no, you're like, no, dickhead. I'm in North Carolina or something. I don't remember. I keep messing everybody up. But If you are stateside, you're in good luck. You're in good company because Swiss Retreat is a stateside company. And there is a very big book coming from them that you're going to need. Everyone here will need it. I imagine it'll sell very much like Third Rule of Time Travel from Broken Binding. Shouldn't it be the City Hall? It should. There were quite a few sheets shown, so maybe there will be extra. Maybe. Maybe they'll sell it in their shop separately. Maybe not. I don't know. Every damn week I watch this live, I spend money. And I don't get any kickback, Zach. I just get the glory of making people broke. I should get kickbacks. I could hit Paul Miller up about it. Paul's getting a numbered and lettered of to be a ghost. So it's okay. There are other Pauls. There's Paul Gobblers, who you have a great relationship with. But man, I would love to see it as an Earthling. So please let us work the back channels and do this publisher diplomacy and see what the real straight story is. Maybe inexplicably he's like, it's not a good fit. I don't know. He would give you an answer. Paul Miller is a great guy. He wouldn't leave you hanging like that. So that's what I'm like. Maybe Paul's been abducted. I don't know. He would not leave you hanging. He's a seriously amazing dude. Is it a fracassi? That's what Mitch says. Blame Mitch. Paul has always returned my emails. I imagine he's a very busy guy, not an excuse. Yeah. So how many years till City Hall comes out? Oh, it'll come out really fast. It's going to be a print-on-demand hardcover. And yeah, it'll be zooming out. How well did DMV do? It's hot. They say it's hot, DMV. So yeah, and what did Stephen King say about Bentley Little? When it comes to balls to the wall horror, no one does it like Bentley Little. And Bentley Little doesn't do it. I would never say his stuff is balls to the wall horror. Not at all. Who would I say is balls to the wall horror? It just evokes a very particular thing. Like Jack Ketchum, off season would be balls to the wall horror. Balls to the wall. I don't really like that phrase. It's a cool Accept song by Udo Dirkschneider. Accept. Balls to the wall, man. I mean, it's, it is what it is. I didn't write this song. I'm in New Jersey. Yes. So you're safe. Go to Twisted Retreat and go get the monthly box. You can't get the book only box. So you're going to have to get the monthly box to get this book, which is a must buy. Paul is always, yeah. So I don't know how long till City Hall comes out, but man, we need to get it, don't we? What is funny is, here's a book. Now, I don't know anything about this book, and usually I don't really care about what the marketing blurbs say. But man, oh man. Sometimes I don't know. Sometimes I just don't know. So this is interesting. So it's a Barnes and Noble email turned me onto this book. Let me make sure none of my personal information shows up here, because that that can be bad, but we're not going to do that. So it doesn't look like it. This looks interesting. The book is called You Weren't Meant to Be Human by Andrew Joseph White. And they say it is a mix between Alien meets Midsummer in this chilling debut adult novel from award-winning author Andrew Joseph White about identity, survival, and transformation amidst an alien invasion in rural West Virginia. Mike, huh? I didn't realize this was for you. You weren't meant to be human. So, Midsummer meets Alien. That is really a crazily unique way to describe it. There was another thing on in the email. An excerpt from You Weren't Meant to Be Human. A singular dripping worm extricates itself from the mass. Jess breathes in and nearly chokes on the rotting stink. When it bites down, she only screams a little. Ugh. Oh, what was that? So, I got to get back to it. I lost my spot. So, yeah, I think this looks interesting. It's got a sprayed edge. Don't all of them now? And then it has, praise. What is it? Who's praising it? Kirsten White, Lyndon A. Lewis, Kirkus Reviews, Publishers Weekly. White's latest is a stunning testament to the intertwining realities of politics and queerness. And then finally, the Southern, whatever, Southern Book List Review or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, You Weren't Meant to Be Human. I don't know. It kind of intrigued me. I don't know, but when somebody says it's their first adult novel, that makes me think of Grady Hendrix, and it's going to be more like an author is not really in that space, and so this is new to them. So maybe it ain't going to be all that. It just seemed intriguing. So maybe Zach wants to spend more money. Sounds more like a phrase you would use to say about a heavy metal album, not a horror book. Jeff, if you get an email for the Twisted Retreat book only box before October, just cancel your sub for the big box and go with the book only. Yeah. I know. I had the same email from Barnes and Noble. Yeah. I mean, it's intriguing. It's interesting. Yeah. Enar, you got it. You know what's up. You know what time it is. But then again, the book only box is another copy. So sometimes people need 2 copies. You know how that works. That's how addictions work. So I was intrigued by that. I don't know if that's anybody else's jam. It's an intriguing title. Maybe this is one I try out somewhere. Maybe get the Audible or something. I don't know. It's starting to spook me. But here's one. Oh, by the way, tomorrow, before I forget, SUNTUP is doing a very wild sale tomorrow. They are selling prototypes. So the books that are you know what? I got a couple I could show you. Well, I got the dummy copies. I don't know if dummy copies are the same thing as prototypes, but I have here 2 prototypes, 2 dummy copies of Butcher Boy from SUNTUP. So this is the numbered edition to show the materials. I mean, it's just, it doesn't have the stamping, but it has the page count and the materials to show what the finished product would look like and about how big it'd be. And then you could, build the slipcase based on the dummy copy. And it has like textbook paper in it, like just leftover paper, just to fill it with something that's kind of reasonably similar. And then here is the lettered edition, goatskin leather. It's beautiful stuff. I'm looking a little pixelated. I don't know why. And then the pages are all blank in this one, in the lettered edition. So I don't know if the prototypes will be finished printed books or they'll be dummy copies, but he's also selling book blocks. So if you happen to know a rebinder, like Bibliopathologist, and you buy a book block from SUNTUP, You could do a one-of-one SUNTUP book. I think that's a cool idea. Like if he has book blocks of let's just say a Magica. That's a chonker, right? And I don't know if they're F and G's or if it's the entire book block, but if there's a way to separate it and you could do a 2-volume of Magica, that would be cool. Or, I don't know, any of his books. They're all amazing. So I think that's a cool sale. That's going to happen tomorrow on the SUNTUP site. If you're a subscriber to the newsletter, you'll see it right away. But it's also a prototype book. So if you're a big fan of, say, Dark Matter, and you want it, because the prototype was a little different than the finished book, that would be cool. That would be very cool to get your hands on. Don't think I'll buy any SUNTUPs tomorrow, but really interested to see what he has for sale. Yeah, it's kind of a curiosity as well. The book blocks, the prototypes, and, just seeing it. The shame is once they're sold, they'll blip out. So if you want to see the most, you got to get there right away. I deleted that email with a quickness. I've lost interest fast with SUNTUP. Haven't bought a book this year. Damn. I'm sorry to hear that. It's like I can't afford them, and I more than likely won't buy another one until Hellbound Heart. But I always love to see them. I still get excited for the releases. I'm still a fan, a huge fan, and I love what he does. But just because I can't afford it, I still love to see it. American Gods numbered, shipping soon. Yeah, remember Neil Gaiman? Does he still have a career? Is he done? I haven't heard anything else. Oh, Patty, you were going to say something, but now you redacted it. Or retracted. And it always makes people wonder, what did Patty say? Did she say, F you, Jeff? Like what kind of thing was something that Patty needed to retract? I love the ones I have, but his recent releases have been meh for me. Yeah, it's not hard. Get back to horror. I know it's not it's understandable that you like, I don't really care for it. September's going to be huge. If it's No Country, it'll be enormous. Man, there was a time there was no way I would have missed out on it. I took a Sanotype print making class this past weekend. I brought my hex numbered as a show and tell. It was a lot of fun. That's so cool, Patty. That is so cool. So you have the hex number too. That's an amazing one. That is one of my absolute favorite SUNTUP editions. And the funny thing is, whenever anybody asks, like, what's your absolute favorite? I always go to Butcher Boy lettered or Red Dragon lettered because they're the lettered editions and there's nothing quite like them. But I forget Blood Meridian or The Exorcist is another one I go to. Hex is another one. What else? Magic Horns. Oh, Neuromancer. So many fantastic editions that you retracted by accident. That it's hard to pick. It's hard to pick just one. So the last thing I wanted to share tonight was this. I don't know if you guys got it yet, but it is available for order. Sugar on the Bones by Joe Lansdale with art by Dirk Berger. I thought his name initially was Dick Berger, but it's Dirk Berger. Could you imagine if you go to a hamburger place called Bob the Dick Burger? Mitch doesn't understand that joke, but that's okay. We don't need to tell him. So these are some of the arts available within your edition. Is that Billy Corgan? Oh, they're in some deep shit there. Oh, this looks like he's like, this is gonna hurt, but I'm gonna reach all the way up in there. That's I think that's the title of this one. I'm going to reach all the way up in there. And then this one I call, oh shit. I'm naming them. Oh shit. Oh, he's smelling his fingers because he scratched his butt and his fingers slipped a little bit. So now he's like, oh, damn. I committed a little too hard to that scratch. How far am I from a bathroom to wash my hands? I don't know. It's an unrelated gunshot through the windshield. It has nothing to do with him with stink finger. You know, those are two unrelated things. And sugar on the bones. I'm not going to say anything about this one because she looks like she's sick or something. Like that hairstyle doesn't look like a choice to me. So I just want to be respectful. And he's pointing to the guy that scratched his butt a little too deeply. That's what this is about. It's and then Billy Corgan wants to kill you in a diner or somewhere. Anyway, that looks like Hap and Leonard, which I've never read. Never read any Hap or Leonard. So you got to go over and get them. There is a burger place in Seattle called Dick's. The boards on Hex are cyanotype. Yeah, I know. Those peacock feathers. It's amazing. Yes, got mine ordered. The SST Lansdale books are amazing. Since he's doing this one, I hope his plan is to do all the Hap and Leonard books. Yes. Yes. No, Mitch, that was a mistake. Uncle Jeff accidentally said Dick Burger. I meant Dirk Burger. Dirk. Did I cover off on everything? Oh, I covered off on everything except this. I was going through my books because this book is going to be going on a very fantastic voyage soon, and it's going to be amazing, and I can't wait to do it. But as I was going through my books, I moved something out of the way, and I remembered, oh yeah, I bought this. The Stand. This is a reprint from 2022, I believe, with this cool stamping and decent boards. It's fine. It's lovely. It was $30, and I was flipping through it, and I'm like, oh my god, this paper is like exactly the same as the paper in the gift edition. It's like I actually think this paper might be better. This might be you know what? This might be better paper than what's in the Cemetery Dance edition. This was $30. It has the Bernie Wrightson art. You know, I do love the Francois art and the Dameron art in that book, and I'm glad I'm getting the artist edition to get the signature. And I think the boards are nicer, and it comes with an enclosure. So there's all that additional upsell to those books. But I'm like, this is a damn fine edition of The Stand that it cost a fraction of what I paid for 8 years ago, 7 years ago. I mean, isn't it? It's just like you wait 7 years, and this thing came out, and it's a very fine reading copy. It's just remarkable. Oh, and the paper, yeah, the paper it's at least the same, if not better. I definitely don't have any type bleeding through to the other side. The Hap and Leonard books are great. So was the TV series. Yes, and I got Rusty Puppy from Gauntlet, and it's signed by Joe Purefoy, the actor who played Hap, who also played Joe Carroll in the Kevin Bacon vehicle, The Following. I like it when they say that. Hollywood types, it is a Kevin Bacon vehicle. Like it's going to drive him around. Yeah, Joe Purefoy signed it because he played. So I got his signature in a Hap and Leonard book, and I still haven't read the Hap and Leonard books. I'm going to start, though. I read Cold in July. So I'm going to read Savage Season and then start working my way through Cold in July. When I say I read Cold in July, because Joe Bob, or whatever that guy's name is, he's like a detective. He's in the Hap and Leonard book. So there's a character that carries over, even though Cold in July is not a Hap and Leonard book. It is in the universe, shall we say. And we shall. Yes, it was. Too bad it was canceled. Loved it, but now it's too late since we lost Leonard. Yeah. Wouldn't be the same with someone else acting that role. No. I can imagine how that would feel. That sucks. I'm finally home. So if I buy the Twisted Retreat box for $52 today, it's the book you are all talking about for next month. No, I think a month after that. The book we're referring to is the October box, I believe. So the August box is out, and then September, then October. That's how the calendar works. But yeah, that's what I think. Michael Kenneth Williams, yeah. Yeah, that's the lettered rusty puppy he signed. And that's the last book I ever bought from Gauntlet, because the cover was just like clip art, stock photos, paper was awful. Whole thing was a waste. $175. Thank you. Sorry, it was hard to read the chat. Yeah, and drive. Yes, please don't do that again, Jesse. It's just you have to probably get on the Twisted Retreat train for now. You do. So, Chad, yes, such a bummer. But I think Don Cheadle could pull it out. Ah, look at that. Yeah, it would still be a heartbreak, though. But yeah, if enough time has passed, I would think then you'd probably have to bring 2 different actors in. You know what I mean? You'd almost have to. Because it's the chemistry of the actors. And, okay, my dogs are fighting. Anyway, I think I got to get going anyway. Anyhow, I covered everything I had on my little cheat sheet. Talked about SST. You weren't meant to be here. SUNTUP, my show and tell of Midas and the Chappie, The Stand, Nick Roberts, Fracassi, and Bentley Little. We covered them all. And with a bonus round of Chad Lutsky getting in with Earthling. That's got to be a mission. It's got to be a mission. So go for it. And I will see you guys next week. And you'll see me, like actually see me. I'll see your names. And then soon we will see each other at Jeff Con. That is still going on. I swear to God, it's going on. And I will get the order page for tickets up very soon. I would promise something, but man, oh man. Hey, Russell, good night. I'm sorry if I missed saying hi to you. So everybody take it easy. Good night, everyone. Stay safe. Be good to yourself and each other. Get the box. It's probably going to sell out now that I've hyped it. So what are you going to do? Go get it. You heard it here secondhand. Take it easy, everybody. Stay frosty.